Hey everyone, got a bit of a smile on my face this morning, as you can tell. Got our car back. Just going to do a UE. We're just departing where we've been for the last 3 nights. Kimber's a beautiful place, so very grateful that we had this location to stay at. It was very nice. So what's going to happen now is we went to pick up the car yesterday and the mechanics told me that he's 90% confident that it's repaired, that it's fixed. He said what we needed to do last night after we picked it up was go for like a 45-minute drive, get up to speed, you know. We did that, and then when you get back, because you got the radiator, and then next to the radiator is like an overflow tank. And he put a little texter mark on the overflow tank, and he said when you get back from your drive today, he said that was last night, when you get back from your drive, check that overflow tank and make sure it's still at that same point where he's marked that texter. And also he said that what you need to do is, I better get the window up because I'm getting wet. I'm wet anyway, we got wet last night, it was bloody, anyway. He said what you need to do is check that level, make sure it's fine. He goes, don't obviously open up your radiator cap. Wait till tomorrow morning, make sure that you and see that that level's up high on full, you know, tomorrow morning, which I did, and it's full. He said if that's the case, I'm 100% sure it's fixed. Well, there's a car behind me. I'm doing 20k, worried about filming bloody YouTube videos.
Hello.
Oh no, he's not. He's turning right. So anyway, the only thing is that overflow tank, because I know it's supposed to equalise, and that's okay. It's supposed to equalise between the radiator and the overflow tank. So the level of fluid will go up and down a bit, you know. But this morning, and he didn't mention this, but this morning that overflow tank, the texter mark, was about an inch below that this morning. Last night it was in line with it, and this morning it was an inch below it. So if anyone knows, if you can give me, if you can comment, just let me know if that's normal. I think it is. I'm hoping it is. And the reason I say that I think it is because we're actually going west here. I'm turning right at the end of this road right now. And
so we're hoping more than thinking.
Yeah, and I'm heading to Western Australia. That was our decision, you know, the final decision last night. We had a chat about it and thought long and hard about it and thought, bloody hell, you know, like, we've come this far, you know. And
the mechanic was always also confident, wasn't he, that the car would be fine?
Yeah, the mechanic actually said to us, I asked him a question. I said a silly question for you. I said you might not be able to answer this one, you might not want to answer this one. I said, but if I was your son and you had my car, I said, would you let him, and he had my car, would you let him drive it across the Nullarbor? And he goes, absolutely. So that instilled confidence in me, apart from when he said to me, I'm 90% sure it's fixed. That didn't instill too much confidence in me, but now I'm feeling a bit more confident. But you know what, we decided we're not going to do a big day today. We're going to do a 3-hour day. We're going to go to Ceduna, which will probably end up being a 4-hour day, because I'm only going to be going, I'm not doing 100 kilometres now. I was doing 100 clicks, you know, before this. I was pushing it, and I was pushing it. Now, I'm not suggesting that...
that caused it?
It didn't cause it, because he reckons, he's changed the radiator, he reckons that where the radiator cap goes on the radiator, there's like a seal on the radiator, and he said that was a bit corroded, so he thinks that the seal wasn't accurate, you know, wasn't sealed off properly. So yeah, I'm the one getting this window down a bit for her because she's going to have a smack attack.
I'm going to put your little side vent over to your side mirror.
Yeah, so anyway, we're heading to bloody Western Australia, and we looked at where we're going to go. We're going to get to Ceduna, which is, as I said, it's like probably 3.5, I'm guessing 3.5 to 4-hour drive. But it's raining now. It's pretty dodgy weather, and we sort of had another conversation again because our plans do change. It's probably okay that they change, but we said if we get to Ceduna and it's bucketing down, or we may as well just keep bloody driving, you know, like just... Everything
being good.
Yeah, everything being good, the temperature gauge staying where it should.
Yeah.
Why not just keep driving? And yeah, I mean, why? Yeah, so that's our plan. So anyway, we'll button off for now, and we'll come back and give you a bit more of a heads up on how things are going, probably in another hour or so, just let you know if the car's, how it's behaving, and yeah, so...
If the bonnet's up and Mick's head's under it, you know it's not.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so we have an update. We've been driving for about half an hour, and the temperature gauge is sitting where it used to sit when the engine's running perfectly still. So, you know, it's fantastic. I'm travelling at about 90 kilometres an hour, which is, I'm in a 110 zone. I feel like I'm going to annoy some people. There's not much traffic on the road at the minute, but I'm thinking, bloody hell, I hate holding other people up. I don't know what you guys feel like, if you feel the same way, but you know, you got trucks that want to get to their destination and get back to their families, and here's poor old, you know, not poor old me, but annoying me, bloody doing 90 in a bloody 110 zone. But what do you guys think? Do you think that's fair? I don't know. Am I expecting too much, you know, towing at 110? I mean, I know I can do it. Not up hills I can't do it, but I can do it on a flat, level surface. I can do 110, but I just feel like I'm pushing it too much. I just don't want to push the car too much. I really don't want to. But all I want to do, really, is get us to our destination and get us back home again, you know? Like, this is, like, 8,000k, it's a big task, you know? Like, not just on the car, but I think on us as well, you know? Like, and people do it all the time, you know? But I just think that it does cause a bit of anxiety, you know, with especially when your car's playing up. But anyway, that's an update. We'll come back later on in the day and we'll let you know what's going on. But if you can let us know what your honest opinion about, you know, travelling at 90 kilometres an hour in a 110 zone, you know, let us know what you think about that.
Ordinarily, you wouldn't though. You're normally very, you know,
mindful,
conscious and mindful, yeah.
Respectful about other people behind me, but
given the situation, we're just being cautious.
Yeah. Anyway, we'll come back in later on the day, check in, and we'll let you know what's going on.
Took a little bit of a detour. Can't remember the name of the town. But the shrubbery and the scenery is gorgeous. Yeah, typically an Australian landscape.
Alright, we've made it to our final destination for the day, and right on the National Highway, like literally 50 metres away. So some of the reviews it says that there's trucks that drive past all night long, and obviously, you know, some people were happy, some weren't. I can sleep on a picket fence, so I should be right, but there's not many people here, and I think it's just because of the fact that it's out of school holidays, it's Wednesday, and whatever else. All the facilities they've given us here. We've got showers, obviously toilets. We've got washing machine, dryers, all free of charge to use. Just bring your own soap. When I say free of charge, included in the price, it was $30 for the night. $30 is pretty good. That's for a powered site. So we run our fridge off 240 volt power. And yeah, there's an abundance of wood around here, you know. Like, we haven't actually sort of showed much of where we went today. We stopped at Ceduna to fill up the Ceduna, which is the start of, is that the start of the Nullarbor? I don't know, it's not, but anyway. We stopped off at Ceduna, got some fuel. We probably could have spent a bit of time there, did a bit of filming, given you guys a bit more of an experience of Ceduna. It looked okay from what we saw from the outside, but we didn't spend any time there. It was just pretty much wanted to get some Ks under our belt today because we've been stuck in Kimber for 3 days. And, you know, so over the next few days though, we're going to give you some better content. It's going to be more about, you know, visiting some places on our trip during the day, and then hopefully you guys get a bit more interesting and not listen to us whinging about our car. You know, I must say the car performed so well today. Temperature gauge didn't move. you know, and I said I wouldn't get past. I got up to 100 on occasions, and no, it was good, really good. You know what? I've got a UHF radio in the car, and you communicate with the truckies. You know, they're stuck behind you, and you just say, mate, you know, I'll back off in the next straight, give you ample time to overtake me and things like that. So yeah. So that was actually like a good experience talking to those guys. And then as we were coming in here, I had a guy on my Hammer, and I said to him the same thing. I'll be turning right in a few minutes, and he goes, "Oh mate, I'll back off, and you can just give you a bit of space to turn right." And yeah, so no, it was good. It was all good. So anyway, we were starting to stay here, and for one night, get in the car in the morning. We'll be off, get some more K's under our belt. But as I said, we're going to stop off at a lot more places and give you a bit of a better experience. So that's probably be the end of this episode. I don't think there's much more that we're going to get a fire going in there tonight, but yeah, we'll upload this video and we'll show you, probably post another video tomorrow night. All right, farewell.